morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are today. Welcome to Spiritual Time. Something sad's happened this morning, and I'm just going to have a wee talk about it because it affects a lot of people in many, many ways. This morning, Kerry told me that they lost their pet rabbit. Now, there's a long story about this pet rabbit, and she was beautiful. And she passed away, holding on to her, cuddling round her wee teddy this morning. You know, animals are a big part of our life. And you know, they're just part of the family. It doesn't matter if it's a dog, a cat, a budgie, a moose, pet rat, and a beautiful rabbit, a Flopsey. They're all part of us. They're all part of our wonderful kingdom. And they do go over the rainbow bridge just like us. Their spirit lives on and it comes back. I've got pets that's now in spirit, and they come back and visit, and it's lovely. And during readings, the amount of times that I've had different kind of animals come through to be with their owners, to let them ken, hey, we're still here. Yeah, you know we're here. And it is a lovely thing. But we'll have to grieve this in the same way as we grieve a loved one, because they are a big part of our lives. I hate it when anybody hears them, oh, it was only a dog. What are you greeting for? You know, that breaks my heart. I know there's people out there that are no animal lovers, and we've all got the things we love and that in our lives. But you know, that person that has lost that precious animal in their life, precious fur baby as we like to call them, it's breaking them. They're going through just the same grieving as any of us. And explaining to your children that their loved pet is gone, you know, is one of the hardest things you can do. But I always know if you bring on a pet into your life, there's one of the things that's going to happen is going to break your heart when it leaves, when you have to say goodbye. My heart's grieving for Kerry and the girls today. But I know they'll be strong. You know, they've got people around them that will help them. Because it's not so long ago that they lost the other rabbit and it just broke them. Nature is lovely. Nature is wonderful. The animal kingdom is absolutely awesome. But when we lose an animal, we lose a part of our heart. But please be reassured that they've walked over that beautiful rainbow bridge, and they're there at the other side. Flopsey's back with her sister, and yeah, they'll be bouncing about in a beautiful meadow. But they'll also bounce home. And you know, a lot of people we hurt. But what about their animal friends that they've left here as well? My heart goes out to Pepperoo, Kerry's little dog, because they become really good pals. And I sat and told Matthew this morning what had happened. They'd met the rabbit when we'd been up to Kerry's. And I told them, and they were sitting listening. You know, and the looks on their little faces, and I know in my heart of heart, Button and Buster understood. Because they do pine. They do grieve. Animals grieve as well. It's not just us that grieves. Animals grieve as well. It's well documented about elephants. And how they grieve. Well, it's the same with your pets at home. Blessings to all people that have lost their animals, lost their loving pets, lost their lovely fur babies. It is the hard thing, you know. But we just have to say our goodbyes and remember all the lovely cuddles and fun that you've had. And the photographs. Always a photograph. So today is very sad and we're all feeling it. You don't know how anybody's gone through it, because a lot of people will put a face on. I'm alright, you know. But inside, you're just breaking. I always feel it's nice to know that there'll be family members in spirit and they're coming back just like anybody else. Me, I've got Ben, my very first dog, Ben the Beagle. And it was just heartbreaking to say goodbye to him. Bracken, lap spaniel cross. Now she was something else. She loved spirit work. But my dad came to pick her up. She was a very close to her granddad. And they're still together today, after all these years. And in between that, I've had budgies, lovebirds. I've had goldfish. My son had a hamster. And my other son had a rabbit as well, Floppy. Again, heartbreaking. And that was Bracken's pal. And she hurt, you could see it. But they're all part of our family. And for the short time that we'll have them, they bring us love, unconditional love. You can't beat that. And that is why they take a big piece of your heart away. And it doesn't matter. Even again, farm animals and different things, you know, any animal that you're connected with, when it's time for it to go back to spirit, you just grieve just like anything else. The heart's still the same. So any of you out there today, that is missing a beautiful fur baby, blessings to y'all. Until the next time, Gary and I'll be back. Bye for now.